Good evening. My name is Patricia Kearney, and this is my presentation on emerging technologies and the future of the classroom. Traditionally, the classroom has been made up of teachers being at the forefront of the classroom, giving instruction, while students are sitting in desks with books and notepads, learning in a passive way. Although this has been effective, it can be quite mundane. As we all know, students do not learn in the same way. By adapting different learning techniques, the future of the classroom can be one that is open and explorative. Teachers will still be the facilitators of learning, but students will have more of an active role in learning. Students will be allowed to learn more independently, which will allow them to make decisions on what and how they learn. This is a great way to not only teach students how to be free thinkers, but it also builds character and motivation and cultivate their everyday lives outside of the classroom. Another component of the future of the classroom will be interactive learning. This will actually be the major part of the future of the classroom. Technology has enhanced the classroom more than we could have ever imagined. With this being said, the future of the classroom will be considered to be more of a learning lab where technology such as computers, tablets, and smartphones will be utilized in the main curriculum. Interactive technology gives students the chance to create and use their imagination to learn, but also have fun while doing so. It takes them beyond the classroom, and it gives them more opportunities. There are many forms of interactive learning, and there's also emerging technologies. This will take us to virtual reality, which is one of the emerging technologies that I think will be a big part of the future in the classroom. It will be the forefront of learning. When people think of virtual reality, the first thing that comes to mind is gaming. However, it has become a very important learning technology in the classroom. Virtual reality is defined as a simulated reality that is built using digital formats. It creates a virtual universe that can be used in a variety of subjects. For education, it provides the means to deliver an experience based upon interactions that may not be accessible in normal education. For example, let's say that a teacher has a lesson plan in learning about the habitat in which elephants dwell. Financially, you wouldn't be able to take students to see the actual habitat that elephants live in unless maybe you're going to the zoo. But by using virtual reality, you can now bring the habitat of elephants to students. They'll be able to use their goggles or their smartphones or their tablets to actually feel that they are there with elephants and learning about them and how they dwell. Pairing virtual reality with traditional curriculum can enhance what students are learning and also make it easier to commit to memory longer. Students feel fulfilled and have fun and can learn in a way that best suits them. It can also employ different learning theories, which will allow students to get what they need. In looking at the different learning theories that can be applied to virtual reality, I believe that constructivism is the one that can be most paired with it. In constructivism, students learn by actively participating in their lessons. By doing so, students are more fulfilled and confident about their learning. Instead of being taught, learners are able to gather information and form their own conclusions. Students use already acquired knowledge from past experiences and culture to gain and apply new information. By doing this, students are able to gather what they need and not have to, you know, get everything that the teacher might have been trying to give them. They take in what they know is important for them, and that lets them gather new information and commit it to memory longer. It's all about students being active participants in how they learn. Another part of virtual reality, it allows students to build what's called a growth mindset. In a growth mindset, it is the understanding that abilities can be developed through effort and patience and leads to increased motivation and achievement. In the grand scheme of things, education is supposed to develop students to be motivated, which will make them want to learn more. The growth mindset is also a non-cognitive competency. Now that we've learned a little bit about virtual reality and the theories that go along with learning, we can talk about the benefits of virtual reality. Some of the benefits of using virtual reality in education, it is that it provides stimulation and creativity for students, which gives them a sense of pride and accomplishment. It provides fresh curriculum to teachers. Teachers are able to go beyond their lesson plans and include virtual reality into those plans so that it will feel like a real world experience, which gives students deeper learning because they're active and can participate and put their input into learning. It allows students to go beyond the classroom, and it lets them work independently and form their own development while also working in groups to be social. Some of the concerns of using virtual reality in the classroom would be that it's not really readily available to all students in classrooms. There are budgets, and some schools just cannot afford to participate in using virtual reality. Another obstacle would be that teachers may not be trained in how to use virtual reality, and they may not be open to using it in the classroom because they're not sure of how to use it. Change is often hard when you're used to doing things a certain way, and the way trends are going, students, parents, teachers will have to understand that and become properly trained. Also, another concern is equipment not working. We all know with technology there are times when things just don't go how you plan. So we have to find a way to always make sure that it's working. Another concern would be cost effectiveness. Like I said, due to budgets, it might not be cost effective for every student to have a tablet. Things would need to be in play to make sure that there will be enough devices for students in order to use virtual reality. And another issue would be distractions. Even though virtual reality is fun and using technology is fun, for some students it may be a distraction, which can cause disruptions in the classroom. Overall, though, I do believe that there are more benefits than concerns when using virtual reality as a form of technology in the classrooms. The recommendations that I would have for using virtual reality in the classroom is to make sure that instructors are properly trained so that they know what they are doing in building storyboards and curriculum for their students. You want to make sure that you use applications that are cost effective. There are a lot of free apps online and on tablets and devices that are cheap and cost effective while still being able to bring virtual reality into the classroom. You also want to make sure that the curriculum that you're doing keeps students engaged and also provide adequate equipment to students. Thank you and have a good day.